Can you introduce yourself for the people, please?
What's good? It's Bella from 626. SGV. What you do?
How was growing up in the SGV? How is that? Like,
Honestly, not too bad, but I just grew up in the wrong, like going the wrong ways and, doing stupid shit young, and I started realizing, like, damn, because my cousins would tell me, like, stop growing up so fast, like, you're not going to have nothing to do in the future. My life was going down a path, and eventually I found, like, this music, and it lifted me in my spirit and confidence, everything, because I never used.
righteous. Do you think your life would have went down a different path had you not found music as an outlet?
Yeah, I think it would. But yeah.
It would have been all bad? Like, you would probably...
Honestly, yeah, probably.
So music saved your life? You would...
Yeah, but...
No way.
Honestly, I wasn't never like, oh, I'm gonna die for something. I was just like dumb, But I was like getting out of hand to being like doing what I wanted at 13.
Yeah.
So, and that was bad. That was no. I was like, baby, calm down. Get your money right.
So is there anybody in your life who like told you like, come do this shit? Like, or you just decided on your own, like, yo, I want to try this. Like, I want to do it.
My music?
Yeah.
Nah. I just decided to do it myself, but my pops always like influenced me and shit. And his family, they were they were in a band and shit. They would always be playing the guitar, some shit. Music is just in my family, and rap just was like my interest.
Is there a project in the works?
I got my project with my girl Charlie. She came out from Mississippi. Shout out to Trilla Negative.
What do you do for fun though? Like,
what do I do? Honestly, I just chill. I go out with my family. Sometimes we'll go to the beach, some shit.
Just keep it simple.
Have dinner. I've been working a lot, in school.
Yeah. How you balance all that shit, like work and school and music career and all that shit? Family time.
I know it's gonna be beneficial, but I just know at the end of the day, sleep and keeping my body good, and eating good is just gonna be good.
I snuck into your live sometime like last week, and somebody had said some like kind of racist shit, and I like your response was like, man, I don't give a fuck, like what race, like if you like listening to my music, like I rock with you. Yeah, so like, do you get a lot of like of that?
And especially because in one of my songs I said nigga and people were just mad, so it's just like, at the end of the day, sometimes that's how people grow up, and sometimes that's how people grew up with their families talking, and they just used to it. And I know it's not right, but it's like people take it too racial. Like, like I understand if you're like at somebody being like fucking, da 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 da, it's fucked up. But I don't know. Honestly, it's like it's just way different in the generation like right now, and I know it's my generation. Straight up, fuck my generation. But yeah.
Wait, why you say that?
Because everyone's like da 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 da, and like, what? It's sad, like our population is like what, 13? No, not even, like probably like 10 to 13, 14-year-olds have committed suicide, like 116% more than like any above of like older kids, like teenagers, and it's the phones, gets to their heads. It's crazy.
Is there any like current artists that you like would want to collab with?
Low key, I wish I could collab with Teardrop, but she ain't in the business no more. But in my future, would wish I could do with Jenny Aiko.
Janae, she dope. Yeah. I can see y'all really like would make some dope shit together, yo. Hell yeah.
One day.
When you mention it, I'm like instantly like, yeah, speak it into existence, yo. Can you take me through your writing process?
It depends. Like sometimes I'm not even in the mood, but I got to. Sometimes I am in the mood. But usually I just kick back. I either smoke one or something. Or I just kick back and like think. It comes usually sometimes in my head, and I'm like, let me write this down before I gotta like be like, what is this from? Like give me 2 bars at least, and then I write it down if I care to get more or not. But yeah, that's my little process. I have to write down everything I think of before I forget it.
You write it in your phone or pencil and paper?
Depends how I feel. Sometimes it's to me, I don't know. Like it's way different writing in my phone compared to writing on the, on the pad.
For sure.
And writing on the pad to me is just like makes a vibe.
Definitely.
Vibe,
For sure.
My phone is like when I'm out or like have to do it real quick, voice record it.
Do you have a favorite verse of yours? I want to ask you if you could do like a lyric breakdown of your verse, of any of your verses, if you don't mind.
Lyric breakdown. Okay. They hating on my name for no reason. So everybody, not everybody, but most people in my city just don't like me. I don't know what it is. Like, at the end of the day, like some stuff happened to me and, people heard different stories of it, which I never give a fuck to even clarify it with them. So they probably still think some dumb shit, and the fact is just like, bitches be hating, and they just pour some shit out there that I don't give a fuck either to be like, nah, everybody just stopped fucking with me. So I started being like on my own, and now I see people in my fucking DMs and shit like, I'm like, oh, alright, like y'all were just some kids, I ain't gonna talk shit about nobody. They don't deserve that clout off me or whatever. But anyways, damn, I really feel what I said. Hating on my name for no reason. I woke these bitches up, they been asleep for half a season. And when they in their feelings, that's when I start teasing. They on the same shit, so now my heart been freezing. So, that's why I say I woke these bitches up, they been asleep for half a season. It's just like, they been sleeping on me. They never knew what could come out of this, and I'm just growing and growing. And when people be getting in their feelings, sometimes I'm like, I used to be a little heartbreaker. Not no pimp, I used to be a little heartbreaker.
Yeah.
I was just tired of the bullshit. Like, ain't nobody the same anymore. Everyone's just like, different on the internet. And I was like, I could tell the difference between somebody real and somebody fake. So I was just like, and when they in their feelings, that's when I start teasing. So cause they on the same shit. And I'm just making my heart colder and colder. Like, I don't want to fuck with nobody.
So you like, I want some fuck love shit.
Yeah. I believe that it could come to me, but I'm young right now. Like, it is what it is. Whatever happens, happens.
That's right. Get your money, man. So, freezing. What's after that?
Huh?
What comes after?
Oh, I barely trust the family. Why the fuck I trust the soul? When I was younger and shit, like some shit happened with my uncle and me, and it just be like brought out to the family, and people started talking shit about me and my mom, which was nothing about, like, irrelevant to what I had to do with the situation. So I barely trust the family, Well, I trust the soul. I really just the family. How the fuck I trust the soul? I've been through the rain. Now they switch you when it's cold. I thought you was the homie. I ain't knew you was gon' fold. So like, like my homies and shit folded on me. I used to kick it with them, including my homegirls. And I used to just kick it with everybody. I used to be cool with everybody. I'm not no problematic bitch. And it's just like shit, everybody just exploded and just went to their different ways, And that's high school for you feel me? Mm-hmm. And little bullshit, high school bullshit, feel me? So it is what it is. And even in the city, like, I know there's more people that are really gonna fuck with me, you know. Out of that little people, this little city, there's fucking millions of fucking people everywhere. You know, they're gonna fuck with me twice as heavy as they did it.
Mm-hmm.
So, doesn't matter.
So you think it was like you started getting attention or like making a name for yourself, and that's when they started switching up?
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate.
And even before, like, I was making music, my close homies switching up, you know. But it's crazy. And I started realizing everybody was just like fucking dumb, you know, banging something that they weren't about.
Like, would you say your lyrics are who you are, like, real life?
But like, it wasn't like everyone's rapping about banging with their phone, banging with their dope, flexing all these guns. No, I'm just like, I was gonna start rapping real quick, but I was trying to rhyme to that shit.
Bust that shit.
No.
Spit that shit.
But yeah, they just claim all this dumb shit, so I'm just like, let's speak some real facts and what I'm really about, you know. At the end of the day, I'm dangerous, but I'm chill.
Yeah.
I'm a chill vibe.
Can you talk about black and brown unity and or the lack thereof? I don't know. What do you think that it exists? Like that there is actually unity between black and brown, or
parts, but to be honest, not really. I really don't think so, and there should be. It really should be, you know. I can't tell you that.
So like, you know how they. Another thing is like you see a lot of the stuff that creates tension between black and brown. You know, like the elotero man or the vendors getting right, but and that goes viral and shit, and it creates like it pisses people off, and you know, yeah, you would be pissed off, you know, but you don't see the other side of it. You know, whenever there's like positive stuff going on, that shit don't get no shine, you know. So
yeah, it really doesn't, and it's just that's exactly what we were talking about earlier with 6ix9ine. Was the clout, you know. I think like ever since Boom Gang came out, people started acting like that. I saw this time, there was on the news too, this guy went on top of the fucking register. It's like, I'm better than Boom Gang, like, fuck y'all, you know. And gets down and shit, and like 2 seconds later, the security guard comes and arrests this fool. Like,
did you see the little kids in the car, like in the pursuit? They were like, "We going viral," but they going to jail though. So, if you could give your younger self some advice, like what would it be?
To be honest, if I was to give my younger self advice, I would tell myself to be independent and not depend, like a fatherly thing that I should have told, you know, myself, to be not to rely on nobody, you know, not to have to feel love from somebody to be, you know, accepted or, you know, keep moving on with your life.
Yeah.
You know, some real nice advice that I would need.
Righteous. Do you have like a 5-year plan or goal like that you want to accomplish?
Yeah, low key, I feel I've been doing that, and I've been doing it for 15 years too. Kind of just like, you know, the side or whatever. But in 5 years, low key, I'm hoping that I make it at least to a good label or something, or at least be independent and have my own little, you know,
distribution.
Yeah. Basically, you know, for people to come out, and females mostly come out and express themselves, you know, be heard for those who can't be heard.
Yeah.
And I hate telling out my motherfucking plans too, because everybody all of a sudden be sliding and cuffing it. So that's what I'm gonna say.
I feel you. Do you have like some merch that you know?
Yes, I do.
You want to plug?
Merch. Shout out to my boy Native. He's helping me work on my logo and some shirts ideas. So soon we'll be coming out with some drip. I got. Oh, you guys will just see. You'll see.
That's what's up.
It's gonna be exclusively, everything we sell is gonna be exclusively, so y'all better be on top of that. Let's talk about my new single coming out with my girl, Chola Negra, and it's called Pop Your Shit. We're working on a video for it, slowly but surely we gonna handle. And shout out DJ Clips, giving us this thing and recording us. Dang, shout out to my girl though, she coming from Mississippi. It was cool out there. Showed us some dope ass spots, bro. She in the middle of everything.
Any words you want to leave the little girls that's looking at you that might want to be like you one day or strive to, just motivation or something?
It just keep striving for yourself and don't rely on nobody. You really love yourself, know your worth, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna put a roof over your head like you are, and nobody's gonna fight as hard as you are or go through the pain that you have to go through. So quit that shit and get to the motherfucking money. I love all of them because they're my supporters, they're my family. So I really fuck with you guys heavy. You guys ever need anything, hear my line, because I swear to God, I've tried my best to get through all of you guys. It's a lot, but I still like showing love. So sometimes I go through my crazy, like, thank you, love you, I know. So.
Do you feel overwhelmed at times with so much?
Sometimes, but that's just when I throw my phone to the side.
Do you feel any pressure from like the responsibility that you hold on your shoulders of being like a public figure?
Yeah, only just because of my family wise. Like, you fucking cover my family. Like, I could lose my reputation because I'm so angry. Like, I really rap for my family. No matter my age, it's just I still rap for my family, and they rap for me heavy, twice as hard. But yeah, shout out to Gusto. Thank you for having me on here. It's a blessing to be on here. Maybe we could keep working so we could both learn interviews, because this is funny.
Yeah.
This is fun and funny because I'm fucking dumb. I couldn't think of the motherfucking answers.
I couldn't think of the questions, so there you go. Thank you again, and yeah, go for the gusto, yeah.